Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to our podcast talk show.
Woo! Hello.
Episode 69.
Episode 69,
We're on the cusp of 70, man.
I mean, it's insane. I mean, we're right there. Like, whoa.
There's so much content that the minutes could be stretched to the moon. I don't even know if that's a valid increment of measurement.
No, don't. He's not a very good measurer, so.
I'm not. I measure once, drill 3 holes. That's my motto.
Mm-hmm.
And get angry at yourself every time. That's so what funny. I do.
That's what I do.
You get used to filling holes and patching and painting.
Yep. You've turned into a really good handyman, haven't you?
Yep. You get it done, though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you're getting better when you've progressed through the whole project and you're like, wow, I didn't cuss that whole time.
It's weird.
I'm getting good at it.
Yep, 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. All of a sudden, one thing turned into 2 days of a project beforehand of anger and frustration.
Yeah, mostly anger.
Exactly. Yes, a lot of that. And then you finally finish it up.
Wrap it up, B.
All of a sudden, a 4-hour project. On a Sunday afternoon, you're getting a full project done because that's how much you've learned.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I once, for just some plumbing, I had gone out to, I think, a Lowe's, like, 4 times in one day because I just kept on, like, this isn't the right one either. Like, I'm not doing this right. I'm very angry. Luckily, I live, like, very close to everything, so it's not too out of my way. But, man.
It's still a trip, though. It's 20 minutes a trip.
Sometimes I'm like, screw it. I'll go to Ace Hardware. I don't care. I got Ace Hardware that's even closer.
Yep, it's perfect. You should go to Ace Hardware. Support
Ace
local.
is the place with a helpful hardware, folks.
Go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So before we get started, though, and on what we talk about this podcast, let's make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you get notified when we drop the new content. If you have any stories or anything that you want to share with us, you can email us at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com. You can also tweet us at CoreyKevin1. And I think other than that, man.
Other than that, do it. That's all.
Just do it. Yeah, just do it.
Do it.
Yeah. So
great movie. Do it.
Do it.
Now I'm just gonna come out and say it. Corey sucks. Didn't watch any Leftovers.
Oh yeah.
Here, Jessica and I smashed it, finished it. I'm ready to dive right back in.
And I haven't seen a bit of it. That's what makes me nervous. I gotta set aside time. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call off work tomorrow so I can finish the episodes. You know.
They're 10 episode seasons. Well, actually, the 3rd season is only 8 episodes.
Okay.
But
they're hour-long episodes, right?
Some are shorter than others. Remember, it's the HBO, 53 to an hour and 7. That's about the range of every episode of HBO.
I got it.
Ever.
It hits different, right?
Yeah, right.
They feeling it, bro. You say it.
They gotta do things a little different. They're like, we do not like 59 minutes. We don't like 43 minutes. We'll tell you exactly how we feel.
Yeah. Got it.
You pay us to make the decisions. We'll make them for you. But Leftovers. All I'm gonna say, man, is it's up there with Lost.
Really?
It like hits on so many levels, emotional, story, character driven, and interesting concept. I mean, going through the 3 seasons, like I felt like even through like the finale, like I'm super happy. Like I wouldn't change. The only thing I wasn't ready for was to give up these characters. Like I just want them to. Kevin Garvey. Justin Theroux, I don't really know how to say his last name, but one of the most interesting characters I've ever seen, and I absolutely love The Leftovers. I loved it.
Are you mad that it's taking you so long to actually watch it?
It's just typical of me.
Got it.
I'm just like, I'll get to it, and then
Yeah. But you
somebody
did, though. That's the
will
important part.
like. My brother was like, "You have to, and I
Yeah.
know like my brother and I have pretty similar tastes, so if he's telling me that it's this good, I'm like, okay, I'll accept that. I'll put that on the list. And then like I remember Jessica and I had even started it at one point, and we really liked it, but I can't remember what else we were watching at the same time. So, this time it was we watched it, and it was like, can we keep going? I mean, this is one of the first times Jessica has stayed up to like 3 a.m, ready to watch another episode, and I'm like, no, we have to get some sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, it hits different, right?
See, that's what makes me nervous. You know?
Yeah. The
HBO.
only thing that's like reassuring is that there is an end in sight. It's 3 seasons, 10 episodes. Fit in an episode or two, but it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
All right.
Oh, like I told Jessica, I was like, well, if you want to rewatch it with me, she's like, as long as you don't mind, like I fall asleep. I was like, I don't care that this time because I could just keep going ahead. You've seen it. It's
Sure.
like I
You
could
can watch
just
as many as you want.
chug through them, Or
That's
when you
true.
fall
That
asleep
is
on the
true.
couch, like, all right, leftovers.
Yep. That's funny.
Oh man, it
and
is
I trust your
seriously though
recommendations,
just
so
man, it hits on so many levels, and the
that's awesome.
music. Oh,
See, I was
mwah.
Kevin loves his music track. His music
Soundtrack.
tracks,
Oh
you
yeah, I
know?
gotta love some
Yeah.
soundtracks. But this is, I think I've professed my love for Max Richter before, but he did the majority of the show, and even the theme song. Every time it comes up, you're like, oh goodness, this show is freaking perfect. It's excellent.
Okay. All right.
So
I mean, it's very high on my list. I mean, I probably will. That'll probably, if I watch any other show, that'll probably be on. I mean, that's
yeah,
You know.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I understand, but if it were up to me, I think everybody should watch it. It's phenomenal. It's
All right,
phenomenal.
I'll recommend it. I'll recommend it to my the friend that we talk about at work all the time, that about movies and shows and things like that. I mean,
Yeah.
most of the
Do
stuff that he recommends, majority of the time I've already seen, but he's had a couple though. He's had a couple that he's recommended. So I'm gonna watch it and give my own opinion on it first. But
Oh
he's the
yeah.
one that-
All right, so it's just Damon Lindelof, man. Like this dude is like what the world needs as a storyteller. He's very collaborative. He's just very methodical. I don't know, like to go from Lost and then do something like The Leftovers and Watchmen. Bingo. Speaking of bingo, right? Maybe you might not get that reference just yet, but
I get it.
Oh,
I get it.
okay,
I just didn't
okay.
want to. I didn't know. I hate
But
that name.
it's just like when you start watching The Leftovers, like you get that like this almost Damon Lindelof-y feel of execution, like the characters and how things are developed. I mean, you're gonna fall in love with it. I have fallen. I keep saying like this show is stuck with me now. Like I mean, I finished it. I can't even get it out of my head, and I'm like, all right, we gotta watch something else, which we'll bring up here in a moment. But
Yeah.
there was one point I had finished an episode, and I'm sitting there, my mind is racing, Jessica's sleeping, and I'm like processing, and I'm like, I need to go to bed. I cannot think of this show anymore. And thank you, Impractical Jokers, you helped alleviate that.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
On HBO for sure. I'm telling you, I've been watching. That's actually what I've been watching.
Oh
Instead
no,
of
this was
starting
on
The
True TV,
Leftovers-
but yeah, it is on HBO,
Oh.
which is awesome.
Well, yes. So instead of watching Leftovers, that's what I because before bed because
Yeah.
I know if I start that one episode, I just
Oh
know
yeah,
what's gonna happen
you're
that
not
night.
gonna
You know
go
what I
to
mean?
bed.
So in Practical Jokers, I can watch one. You know, I can just turn it on next. And don't be wrong, it is still kind of hard to fall asleep because some of these episodes I haven't seen yet. But I can tune those guys out. You know what I mean? I can just tune them out. You know, as best as I possibly can. But if it's a show I'm interested in, it's not happening, and then
Oh,
you commit an hour. Like that's the problem. You're committing at least. I mean, minimum. You know, I mean, not minimum, but like, you know what I mean.
well, we
Majority of them.
going from Narcos to Narcos Mexico to Leftovers. We are like movies aren't anything at this point. We're like, oh, that movie, that's like 2 episodes. That's no big deal. No wonder Justice League was easy for me. I'm used to
As I
watching
say.
4 to 6 hour chunks, you know?
Yeah, like all this, you're like, are you gonna watch it again? I'm like, what? How are you gonna watch it again?
Oh man, I'm totally watching Leftovers like immediately though.
Oh,
I'm
really?
telling
You're
you,
gonna recycle them again?
it has this hold. Oh, dude, the characters. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Each season is very different too. So anyways. There is so it's based off of a book called The Leftovers.
Okay.
But after doing a little research and talking to my brother, it appears that season 1 is basically the book, and then season 2 and 3, Damon Lindelof and the creator of the book worked together to write season 2 and 3.
That's
So
sweet.
yeah, it's
Okay,
very cool.
It's,
So
it's
it's
a
like
continuation. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that's awesome.
and it was beautiful. So I'm totally reading that book.
No.
Leftovers is my life now. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
It's just shows that start with L, Lost,
Yep.
Leftovers. I'm just kidding. It's The Leftovers. I don't know if if your starts with a T,
Yeah. It's The Lost though, so we're good.
And The Lost.
You put a thought in front of anything.
You've seen the trailer for The Leftovers, so
Yeah.
you know, like people like disappear.
Oh yeah.
Right. All right. So
Okay.
it was really cool because somebody had said going from Lost, where you're with people who disappeared, to a show about people living with people that have disappeared. Like it's interesting, right? Like the
Oh,
parallels
yeah, okay.
of the storytelling. It's really cool. All right, man. I'm telling you, I it's so good. So just watch it.
All right. All right.
Ah.
We'll talk. I'll do my best to get the first season in by next podcast.
Woo, that's a 10-hour commitment right there. So I wouldn't say that. And you were just complaining about them being hour-long episodes. So
listen. All right. So I'll get the first 5 done.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I'm telling you, by episode 2, you're gonna be so hooked. You'll be making that time.
Gotcha. So
You'll call off
all
of
right.
work. You'll
exactly.
Cancel,
Yeah.
You'll cancel
Yep.
all your plans.
I'm supposed to go to see my brother.
Nah.
I'm watching Leftovers. Vacation times for Leftovers.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, it was just it what a ride and just phenomenal storytelling. And I know I'm just repeating myself here, but the characters,
That's all right. I mean,
it's
you're
it's
selling
like
it.
it's as depressing as Lost to me for losing these characters. I don't even have
really?
these characters of the Leftovers as long as I had Lost,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
but still, like, these guys are gonna cling to me for years, But anyways,
All right, bro.
Personally, I couldn't fit anything else in because we smashed The Leftovers. I mean, we watched what we'll bring up here later, but we smashed The Leftovers. Did you watch anything else at all or anything?
I did not watch anything else besides, like, I've watched a lot of Practical Jokers. I'm not gonna lie. I watched highlights. Well, I mean, like, what is played through the TV? Like I said, I do fall asleep with them on, so they'll play through the next couple. You know what I mean, through there. But I've watched, like, I'm probably on like season 3 or 4 already. You know what I mean? Since it's been
Nice!
out.
You're
I mean, I
starting
talked
from
about that.
season 1 on.
Oh yeah, so why not? You know what I mean? Because I mean, I've already seen them, but at the same time, though, it's been so long since I've seen those ones.
Do they have?
I don't
the
watch
inside,
cable that often.
Do they have the
Yes, they
inside
do.
jokes with? Okay, very cool.
So-
Now, do they
so
have
they have
them in
those.
separate seasons?
Yes. Well, they have them at the end of every season so far. So the
Oh,
end of like
perfect.
so boom, and then they actually do this week. So they like usually do like a special. So like at the end of season 1, they have their like how they always come back and like review season 1, right? At the very end, like the highlights of it or whatever. You know what I mean? Each season,
Yeah.
So we'll do that at the end, at the end, and then it'll go into season 2. And then we'll do that one at the end, that one at the end of season 2, right? So it's like really, it's you know what I mean, into season 3. So it's been pretty cool so far. I've not watched it through the other ones. I don't know, but
I mean, I've said it 100,000 times that I'm just pumped that they could keep doing this, and because they're just such a cool group of guys. But
yes.
it just clicked because I saw that an episode where Murr had that house and they had like the gated driveway,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like,
Yes.
man, I got like that Impractical Joker
It
money
was insane.
right there.
So I seen that one. I seen that one at
We had to
when I
cut
saw
all the
when I saw
pink
my
grass
house.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like when I saw that one, I'm like, whoa,
But-
hold up.
Yeah, and now it clicks. These guys got an HBO deal. These guys are on HBO.
For sure.
That's pretty slick. I mean, I'm sure they have all True TV stuff, and I'm sure True TV is a
Cool.
subsidiary of HBO, of AT&T,
Yes.
of Warner Brothers, of whatever the chain is.
Yes.
But it's very cool to even like. I mean, I think it's really cool because
Yeah, I think
HBO,
it's
right?
really
Like
sweet.
it just hits
Exactly.
different. So
Always, dude. They're stepping up their game. I'm just saying.
they
They
haven't
think about
stepped
this.
up their game. They always step up their. I'm just kidding.
But they just keep adding. So
Yeah.
one big thing that I think was huge for them was South Park.
Oh yeah,
You know,
for sure.
I have
for sure.
I have multiple family members that actually was it on Hulu before? I think it was Hulu.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm pretty sure it was on Hulu, and then when they took it off of Hulu, they actually canceled Hulu to get HBO.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So because they're like
Ah,
their big
screw
thing
you,
was
Disney.
exactly, yeah. So their big thing was South Park. That's what they watched all the time, and then they would mix in other things. Well, HBO has good stuff too. So they're going
Oh,
through
yeah.
the list. They're like, well, wait a minute here. Like there's a lot of things, and then I recommended. What else was on there? I think the Adam Sandler one, that the Diamond one. How I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems, yes.
Woo.
So I'm telling you, that one's on there, right? So like, so like there was some
Man,
really
Uncut
good
Gems is
stuff
so
on there.
good.
Yeah, so he got a lot of recommendations from me. I forget what else I told him. Don't know. But anyways, so I'm just like, so it's just crazy that, no, HBO and then Impractical Jokers. I think that's the biggest one. And they have every single
really
one besides the 10th episode. I mean, 10th season.
That's really
So
cool.
they have 1 through 9. So that means every new one besides the brand new season that's not even out yet. You can't like go buy that season. You know what I mean? So it's pretty sweet. So
Those guys,
yep,
we're actually meeting up
HBO.
with them. Just kidding. We're not.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
cool though.
Yeah, you can
I'm
email
real
us.
shy and awkward, so you can email us, tweet us.
Yes.
I'm sure you're listening
Yep.
or
100%.
watching this. I wore Batman today, and I was telling you earlier, my daughter's saying Batman. I just
That's
I
true.
just thought I'd throw that out there. I caught my eye.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, oh man, cool story, real quick. My daughter's
Yep.
so cool. She pointed at my shirt and said, Batman. Now it'd be really cool if she just pointed at me and said Batman.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, daughter.
Yeah. Now you know. I'm Batman.
Now you know the family secret.
Yeah.
Well, that's like kind of a fun little segue into what we got to watch this week. We did not watch any of the Kong versus Godzilla stuff just because that seemed like a process. That looked like 4 movies. So
Yes.
we decided to go with a movie that just released on Netflix with Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer. Thunder Force.
Dun, 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 dun.
You gotta say it. You got Thunder Force. You got
Thunder
gotta
Force.
say it with some- all right. So, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I'll just be playing out before I go into all my details. But some of my thoughts were that I love Melissa McCarthy personally.
Yeah.
I think that her humor and her funniness, it's hilarious. I just think that she is just a funny person. I mean,
Yeah.
that's who she is. That's why she is who she is. You know what I mean? But like, she just does a great job. So I normally like things that she's in, right? Like that's normally like my first go-to thing. I think some of it was cheesy. I mean, personally, but I think that was part of the whole movie plan, anyways. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to me, you have to take it with some grains of salt, right? You know what I mean? You have to like really think about it. Not so. This is a superhero movie. You know what I mean? It is.
Yeah, it's not like a Christopher
not,
Nolan superhero movie.
Exactly. So like, there's a little bit like you gotta think a little bit different there. So like that's what like my whole process was with the whole thing. So I'm like, I just don't want to, with that. You know what I mean? So anyways, but that's why I love that. Like I thought the movie was pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't give it like I wouldn't necessarily go tell somebody that they should absolutely have to watch it. Good, but it made me laugh. I mean, there was parts. I mean. There's one certain creature in this movie that makes me laugh so hard.
Is it the Crab Man?
Oh my goodness gracious, that guy makes me laugh.
Man.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say there's one scene. Do you remember when he was standing there and they were in the back? Because this is towards a certain part. I'm not going to go into details. I'm not trying to give away the whole movie.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden he's in the background and he stands up and goes. He starts crawling sideways. Dude,
I didn't notice that. That's
you didn't
so
notice
funny.
that?
No.
Oh my dude, it was so funny. It was like during one of the big fight scenes.
Okay, all right.
All
right.
Yeah,
I think I know where that would have happened, but
yes.
that's really funny.
So, I mean, because crabs walk sideways, right? You know what I mean? Like so funny. So,
all right,
man,
let's
go.
Dude, Jason Bateman,
so
dude. That dude is
it's
so funny, man. Effortlessly
hilarious.
funny.
Exactly, 100%. I mean, because the thing is, I really don't like. I mean, I know his character. They make him funny, but at the same time, I don't think it was like necessarily like he made that part funny.
Yeah, I don't think he put in any effort. They put crab arms on him with the claws. And they're like, just be Jason Bateman. That's it.
Perfect. Yeah. So you can say what you want to say in there, So that really, made me laugh really, really, really hard. I mean, there's a lot of other parts too, but man, every time he came in, the way he sat there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everything he did. Yeah.
So this is the one thing. All right. Once again, I'm not trying to ruin anything, but okay. So just thinking about him. All right. So he is kind of a leader in a sense. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just think of this man, and he really can't do like anything. All he has is
what's his
crab hands.
Yeah, what's his superpower? Being delicious after being cooked or something like that. Being delicious with some warm butter.
Yes. Yeah. 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 It's so funny.
All right. So we decided to watch Thunder Force, and just seeing anything about it just seemed like these reviews were crapping on this movie, and
all over the place.
I don't know if that set my expectations lower or anything, but I thought it was really funny. And Jessica and I were laughing hysterically through many moments. I didn't mind at all. I thought Melissa McCarthy was very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, and Jason Bateman obviously was hilarious. Octavia Spencer played just like the straight-laced role, but she was hilarious. Yeah. Bingo, she's
Bingo, yeah.
Yeah, like the situations she would get into, or especially one of the first scenes where they go into as Thunder Force, and she's like invisible, but like tiptoeing, still like no idea what she's doing. It was just so funny. These ladies were just so funny. Oh man,
yeah.
I don't understand the hate on it. I think people went in with a predisposition. I looked at the last 5 Melissa McCarthy movies, and they are all in the 20% Rotten Tomatoes. Tammy, Identity Theft. Or Identity Thief, or whatever. Whatever. There's a couple of others, and it's like, I mean, I could see those not being great movies, but it's like I almost feel like they just went in for an attack on this one. I don't think people really gave it a chance, because I'm like, well, what was your expectation anyways, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
supposed to
exactly.
be a
Yeah.
funny
No.
comedy. It's Melissa McCarthy. It's going to be slapstick. I mean,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty damn funny.
Yes. I mean, like, I laughed a lot. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like, I
laughed a
really did.
lot, and then I'm like, halfway through the movie, I'm sitting there laughing, and I'm like, well, I wonder when this gets bad. Like, I wonder when I'm like, oh, this is a 20%er, you know? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt
Not
like
20,
that
yeah.
with I Care a Lot. I thought that was a 20%er.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
not an 80%er. And then you're going to give
Yes,
this
that's
one
true.
a 20, and I'd give this one like
Yeah.
a 60, a 50.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like amazing, but the
No.
fight scenes I thought were really good.
Well, yeah,
thought the
I mean,
fight
they're
scenes were
actually
really
done
good.
pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I think they both did pretty well.
especially the one with towards the end with I can't remember his name, the King.
Oh, yeah.
It's the King,
Yeah.
the King. I don't know why anybody can't just say
Yeah.
that. And that's part of the funny part too.
Yeah,
You know,
for
like
sure.
there's a big, they blast a big hole. They walk through the hole. She's like, it's this way. He's like, yeah, that's right. You know, like it's just
Yeah.
that slapstick comedy. I don't know. Maybe
I
people
thought, like-
didn't understand what they were getting themselves into, but
Exactly, 100%. If you go in with the wrong mindset, see, I went with the mindset of knowing who Melissa is, right? Melissa
Mm-hmm.
McCarthy. So, like, I mean, like, so you just have to like know that I like her as a actress. So, like, to me, that is really like I know what I'm going in for, right? That's
yeah,
why I, had to
I
get my
know
mindset.
what
I had to do
comedy
that,
I'm
you know what I mean?
expecting, and
Exactly, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, don't be wrong. At the very beginning, you know what I mean? It's a little slow, right? At the very beginning. But then, just like every other movie, you have no idea who these characters are. You have to learn who these characters are and get
so
involved.
I
a little
actually
bit, you know?
thought, like the beginning, when they're kids and everything, and then like before,
Yeah.
you know, the
Yeah.
reunion,
Yes.
the inevitable split or whatever. Because this is a trope, you know, like
Yes.
it's a cliche movie. Like there's tons of cliches about it, but they play into that. Like I think that's the charm of it. They play into that. That, like you said, like some of it's a little cheesy, a little corny or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, in all reality, like some of that stuff is like Thin Man from or not Thin Man, Doctor. Oh gosh, from the Fantastic Four, Doctor or Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Okay.
He can
all right.
like, you know, like his arms go
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, stretchy and do all
Yeah,
sorts.
for sure.
That's goofy, right? So like there's
Yeah.
always going to be some element of that, but I think they played into it really well.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the fights. There was a particular scene that I was like, why is this in here? But I still was laughing very hard, and it happens between the Crab and Melissa McCarthy's I remember Octavia Spencer's name is Emily, and I remember their superhero names, you know, Bingo and the Hammer. And how about that's Bingo?
Yes, yeah,
when you
that's
disappear,
Bingo.
you say that's Bingo.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that.
You're talking about her name in the movie?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Oh, Emily and I literally was just thinking about this earlier too. Because the mom keeps saying it when they're going to dinner.
Okay. Wow, and that scene
Yeah.
when they're adults at dinner with Grandma.
Oh,
Whoo!
yeah.
Laughing
very
hard. That is
very hard.
well. Which one am I? You know.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very funny, and I'm like, man, that what a shame. I feel like
Yeah.
what a shame.
It's Lydia too.
Lydia.
Yeah. Melissa McCarthy's name in the movies. In the movie's Lydia.
Got it. Just I feel like they don't
Does it ring a
say
bell
it
to
a
you?
lot. Yeah, I feel like they don't say it a lot in that
No.
movie because
Yeah. Well, they like. Well, I know the grandma does in both scenes because they do it twice as they were kids and as that one.
I'll tell you that was just one of the funniest scenes of the movie. Is that dinner?
Yeah. Oh.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know.
Oh man, yeah. You know, whatever. It was awesome. I'm glad we watched it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
who else was in there? Oh, my brain is so funny because like I could just like faces.
Yeah.
I might not know their names, but I could tell you exactly where they're from, and it's so funny because the guy who's like, I'm Andrew or Andy or
Oh,
however you want to
that
say
was
it,
the part.
but
Yeah, yeah,
but they call me Andrew. And he's like, I don't like Andrew.
yes,
Next time I tell you to kill someone, kill Andrew.
yeah.
But anyways, Andrew. Where I remember him from was David Spade had a TV show called Infamous,
Oh, yes. Okay. All right.
and he was like the master actor prank guy on
Oh,
that show.
gotcha.
I
Okay.
was like, man, he
Okay.
looks so familiar, and then my brain started
Yes.
like going through the filing cabinets of where I've seen him. What?
Documenting. It's
I
it's a
told
little bit
Jessica,
harder
she's
with just
like,
a face, right?
okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought it was
I know
ours.
he's in something. He's in another movie of some sort. I think it's like an Adam Sandler movie or something. But
That
I
would-
can't.
yeah.
I cannot think off the top of my head though what it is. But yeah, I know I've seen another. I've seen him in a different movie. I mean, I've just played like another
Yeah.
one of the same characters. He's in that one, you know. I mean,
Oh,
that's- I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
But it's perfect though. I mean, it was really he made me laugh when he was saying that, and then he said one more thing another time.
Oh, meet the henchman. Hi, I'm
Oh
Andrew.
yeah.
Meet
Everyone
the
else comes
henchman.
out
Hi,
firing.
I'm Andrew. That was so good, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was definitely the one.
Or yeah. Or in the elevator. Now her name. Oh, in the elevator where they're like, get a hold of Laser. He's like, oh yeah. He like talks to his watch like almost sarcastically, but then it like works.
Yeah.
It had me laughing, but Laser, she is Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I knew it.
Yep. Palm Klemenoff. I apologize for I'm terrible at last names, so her name's
It's all
Palm.
right. Yes. Yeah, I think, I mean, I would give it to you. That's 100%, I think, as close as possible, because I don't know how to say that either.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, that's
Corey approved.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, lot of familiar faces in this, and just like a really
Yeah.
fun like. I was thinking about it because I feel like Melissa McCarthy and Jason Bateman have been in a few movies together, and then like you look at those movies and they have like some other familiar faces that keep popping up, almost like Adam Sandler movies, and I'm like, man, that's got to
Yeah.
be some of the most fun, because you
Oh,
get
yeah.
to be different characters, but like you're super comfortable with all these people and you just have so much fun.
I think that helps a lot. I think that's
Yeah.
why, I mean, I would put money on it. That's why, like, Jason Bateman was essentially casted for that part. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, he plays it perfectly, right? And then all of a sudden, I mean, do you remember the scene where they're when they first meet, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
she's all imagining and everything, but I mean,
That's what
that was a very intimate scene. You know?
it was hilarious. Like
So
there was
funny.
no reason for it, but
No.
I was laughing hard. I mean,
Yeah.
other than pure comedy. But
Well,
hey,
yes, yeah.
sounds like people don't like comedy.
Oh no, it's stupid. Okay, so there was one thing, and apparently this was a very sought after thing. So, and I just want to put this out there that so if you watch the movie, I'm not trying to ruin anything, but it's a fact of the movie, right? So this movie, there's only one thing that she ends up to like really being able to stomach of what she eats. Okay, it's raw chicken, right? I'm just gonna say I have to like to make this whole thing. So I'm like, what is she really eating? Because
That's what I
whatever that
wanted to
is,
know.
It is so realistic.
It's so gross.
Exactly, but the crazy part is exactly the way she like smacks down
Ew.
and just
Don't
sucks it in. I'm
judge
like,
me. My
dude.
body
Yeah.
needs this.
Do you know what it was, dude?
What was it?
Pears.
Pears. That's
it was
genius.
it was pears with like some sort of acid put into it and some sort of like kind of like a light gelatin. They said they kind of give it that floppy feeling, that floppy, but at the same time,
Floppy
they
butt.
also yes, but some of it was CGI. They said actually, so like they just actually CGI'd the pieces outside of her mouth.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so they said that there was actually pears and it was still floppy and stuff like that, but it wasn't perfect. It still looked like a piece of like something
I
that was
gotcha.
just floppy. You know what I mean?
Well,
Not
that's
like raw
interesting.
chicken is. Yeah.
That
So,
seriously
but
was so gross. And she's just like
oh,
scarfing
well,
it
yeah.
down. I was like, stop.
I was
Or
reading.
playing Fortnite, and they're like, turn your
Oh,
camera
yeah,
off.
yeah. It's so funny.
Like, do you have to like scarf it
Yeah,
down? Oh, like that
seriously. Yeah.
raw
It's,
chicken. But
yeah.
it is hilarious with the tiny
Yeah.
pincers, you know. And there's only one thing I can eat.
Yes. I mean, him
They're
too,
they're
though, right?
they're a match made in heaven
Yeah, seriously.
or hell.
Seriously. The hell, you know? Who knows? But very funny. I would, like, if somebody will ask me for a recommend, like, if I would recommend this movie to them, I would tell them you would have to like the that type of comedy. If you do, at 100%.
Yeah, like I feel like if you want to go in with fun, like just
Yes.
have fun with it. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some really funny. I mean, there's a lot of funny scenes.
No, a lot. A lot.
How many treatments do I have? 33. And then she's over there taking the pills. Oh, I have to get ready for my treatment. That's not the same. No way.
Yeah. No, wow. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm done with mine. Mine's only 7 days."
Oh yeah, that was my last pill. It's like, are you kidding me? Or who was it Terry or something? Where just like
Tony.
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 Sorry, Tony.
Yeah. And he's always like, I'm good. I'll just get a new cup.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll just get a new cup. No big deal. He's all like wrapped up. Very funny movie.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can laugh at it just like this, talking to you about it.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Like,
so why would you not laugh when you're actually seeing it live? You know what I mean? That's awesome. So
you know what?
I don't know.
we're gonna start a petition to change that. I saw a tweet today. It's from Rotten Tomatoes that it was certified rotten. Well, you know what? Let's uncertify it. Let's certify it fresh.
Certified fresh.
I mean, if we could. Let's
That'd be
start a
sweet.
petition. Hey, everybody,
Okay.
go watch this movie. Laugh at it, and then rate it high on your list. No, I'm just kidding. Just give
mean, I
it.
just
Just
gave
give
it-
it better than a 25%.
I give it a thumbs up on Google.
Hey-o.
Yep. 51% of Google users liked it, so it got a little bit higher, but
A little bit higher, yeah.
no.
Interesting.
No.
You know,
No.
I just feel like it's like this predisposition, which I feel bad because so Melissa McCarthy's husband, Ben Falcone, wrote it and directed it.
He was in it too, wasn't he? Or no?
He's the guy who gets
Electric in the face, right? Yeah.
very funny. Go put something on that. Oh, I thought it was just I'll put a little concealer on it or something.
Dude, when he walks into the room, he's like, "Can you guys tell a difference between this side of my face and this side of my face?" Dude, I
didn't know how big it was.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, hilarious.
Tell me, man.
So yeah, like there's like a few of his movies now that obviously starring his wife that have those 20%ers, and it's like, man, that's just I just think people are doing them dirty right now. I don't like it.
Exactly. It's kind of that's why I want to make sure I do my part. I mean, I can't. I'm not a reviewer, but I put a big old thumbs up.
I'm not a certified reviewer on the Rotten Tomatoes, but we do have a podcast, and we'll use our voice as best as we can.
Heard here. I'm gonna give this movie my own 64% of Rotten Tomatoes.
64%. I like that. I say it's better than I Care a Lot.
I heard that.
I Care a Lot. Not.
I checked it again, and it is still at 80% too. I mean,
Makes
insane.
me sick.
Yeah. I thought it would
I'm
go down a little bit.
ill.
Well, it's crazy because the guy I was telling you about at work, he came up to me and he puts a piece of paper in front of my desk, right? And I'm on the phone. I look down and he says, "I care a lot." And I looked over at him. And I'm like, "Oh, actually, and then it clicked, right? I'm like, oh, wait a minute, you're talking about the movie." And I walked over to him, and he had the same exact thought process that we had, you know what I mean, about the whole movie. But then he actually said that he actually didn't mind the movie, though. Like, she got what she deserved at the very end. So the end result was good, but
No.
The end result was not actually. The thing is really all that happened is the person that started the entire thing. Which yes, I understand what happened, but you still don't know 100%. And also, the girlfriend is still involved too. I'm just saying. So so things can still go the same way they're going. But anyways,
Yeah, it's
it's not. Like I just don't know. I just didn't think it ended in a great fashion, like everybody, like he said it did. I mean, and everybody else on Google is too.
Yeah,
Stupid.
apparently
Yeah.
we're just not in.
No.
I mean, if I saw that one in theaters, I would have been very close to walking out at the end.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It would have been like, okay, please just end the freaking movie.
Yes.
I'm like,
the freaking
end the freaking movie. I'll go up to the guy in the booth and just be like, dude, shut it down. Shut this one down, bro. Do the people the favor.
Yes.
And shut this one down.
Shut it down.
Yeah, so I would definitely say that I would recommend this movie, Thunder Force, over I Care a Lot, because I don't care about a lot for that movie.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm about to go do my part and make sure I do a thumbs down on Google.
Yeah, do a thumbs. Do my part. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, so Thunder Force, Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what comes out next for Netflix.
Yeah, I honestly did not. I did not check that out this week, to be honest.
Yeah.
I do think something coming out soon. Oh, it depends on what date it's actually coming out. Is that Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah, that looks awesome, man.
But it said the 16th and the 20 or the 23rd or something. So it was giving us two different dates. So if it comes out on the 16th, when we can watch it, that's what I would want to say. I want to watch it.
Oh yeah, because that would be I would also like to watch that.
But we will talk about if there's something else in the mix of anything else, because I don't know if it comes out the 23rd. It's gonna be too late. So
yeah,
I'm
probably gonna do like the Leftovers again.
I'm gonna text. Hey man, this week I didn't get a chance.
I didn't get a chance to watch anything.
Dude, I laughed so hard. I'm not gonna.
Now I did. I do. I said last podcast that I wanted to get to watch Captain Fantastic, because that was recommended to me and whatnot. And a buddy of ours actually messaged me this morning after listening to our previous podcast. He said Captain Fantastic is a great movie, so I'm gonna definitely try to get that watched this week as well.
Okay, what's it on again?
That is actually on Netflix right now.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which Netflix has like a ton of a whole bunch of new movies in their rotation right now. Saving Private Ryan's in there.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that on there. Yeah, for sure. That was pumped.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at what's next on Netflix, because I know that they have a new movie every week. It might not be something super noteworthy, as we found out with previous ones, but
yes. Sorry again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bad week for Corey.
We need to set up a website or we have a website. We need to set it up so that we can throw our movie review ratings up there, so that the world can read them.
Absolutely.
I have been seeing a lot of positive feedback about Bad Trip with Eric Andre, so I'm super pumped about that. Yeah, also, did you happen to watch the deleted scenes that were on YouTube?
No, I did not.
Okay,
I did not. No, I messed up. It's funny until I sat down on the chair. I really didn't think about it, and then I did. So I didn't watch it either way, but I really, for some, it was one of those things. I was just not. I'm not gonna lie. I almost watched Leftovers 9 times this week. So
I've almost watched. Yeah.
So there's that. I'm
gonna watch something else. Now I need to get my Leftovers on. See,
it's still in your mind.
I'm telling you, it has a hold on me. I wanted to say my John Oliver on. Gee, I couldn't even say Johnny Ollie. It's on the same network. HBO, yeah, right. HBO. Leftovers. I meant. Sicario. Uh, just rewatch that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what our next big adventure TV wise is going to be. I know we're going to try to watch the one that you've recommended to us.
Yes. Just it's a short one.
Season, so
yeah, it's super quick, man. I mean,
right.
you can do it in like a week and a half. I mean, it's only like 6 or 7 episodes, and it's a different style movie that I think that us gamers and stuff relate to really well. So I think that's the sweet part about it. Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty good, dude.
So yeah, I think that'll probably be the next one that we hit up then.
Yeah. What's it? Alice in Borderland.
Ooh.
There it is. Boom.
I think it's like April 16th. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat. Is that what you just said?
I said that earlier.
Yeah, but what did you just say?
Alice in Borderland. That's the name of the show.
I got
like
you,
that.
okay.
Sorry.
So a guilty pleasure of mine and Jessica's that we found out. I think it was last year or maybe 2 years ago. It's this social experiment reality TV show type of thing called The Circle on Netflix.
Okay.
Really interesting concept because every person is in their own room, own like apartment, and you live there. You don't. The only way you interact with these other people is through messaging.
Okay.
So you don't hear voices. You don't, and then you upload an avatar. So it could be they've had people like do the catfishing thing where they've had people put up profile pictures that aren't them, and take on other personalities and such. It's just like a really interesting game because it's like a popularity contest. And then at the very end, like, so if you get voted off, you could go and visit one person in real life. So you could actually go and see, like, if you had a connection with someone, you could actually go and see if they were real or not, which is cool. But there were like so many people that were real and had like such cool, like, friendly connections in the show that it was just so much fun to see them at the end actually like get to meet up with each other because they're like most of them were authentic and it was really cool.
Okay.
And I hate to even admit that I've enjoyed this show, but it was a lot of fun. But there's a new season of that coming out, so we're probably also.
What's it called again?
The Circle.
That's what. Okay. All right.
I just think it's cool because it's like an interesting experiment of you're just messaging each other throughout the day. You can do one-on-one chats. You can do group chats. You could do like group chats without other people. Like, so it's like, you've gained fame, or not fame, but like popularity within the circle, and then I think like it's been a little while since I've watched it, but like two people actually decide who goes home. So it's like it's competitive.
Yeah.
And you have like alliances, like just like the reality TV stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it's really cool. So
yeah,
a little guilty pleasure that I'm pretty.
I get it.
When it ended, I just we were like, man, that was like pretty cool. So, pretty excited that a new season's coming out for that.
So it must be really exciting if you know that new seasons are coming out for the show.
Yeah. Well, I was like, Jessica, the Circle season 2's on. Get the DVR. Never mind, it's on Netflix.
That's awesome. That's funny.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll add that to my small watch list.
Yeah, right. Like that. If I'm super bored and I'm really not sure what to watch,
for sure.
It's a pretty cool experiment.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I don't got anything else. I think try to watch Captain Fantastic. We'll see what Mortal Kombat's coming out.
Yep.
I'll start that show. What's that show called again?
Alice in Borderland.
Alice in Borderland. I'll never remember.
I'm telling you, if
Please
when
text
you
me that.
Okay, so just recommendation for that show. Just don't quit after episode 1. Give episode 1, and then just give.
I think that's a rule, right? Like you gotta at least get past episode 1.
If you're gonna attempt a show, you have to get past episode. You have to get through episode 2. Like once you get through episode 2, if you really are not doing it, I get it, right? That's fine. Exactly. Episode 3 will blow you away. I'm just saying. So but episode 2 though is getting good to where like if you're interested, you're gonna be interested in
Bro,
it.
you're
If you're gonna like
talking to
it.
somebody who's watched The Leftovers, and you're telling me I'm gonna be blown away.
Oh, just you want to talk about emotional connect? They do
You're
a good job with that
talking
in
to
the
me
first.
about. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I know. Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we have this episode transcribed. I want to know how many times I said it.
Yeah, well, you don't want to know. I've already got the count over here,
140
but it's fine.
million.
Yeah, for sure. That's funny. Actually, well, not to. I'm just gonna throw a curveball out here, but there's something that I just wanted to put out there that I saw on I don't know, it's on some sort of ad or something like that. I think it was on Snapchat actually, but. So I guess there's been major issues. I'm just saying this because I'm a coffee lover too. There's been a major issues in a lot of coffee bean farms. Okay, that are getting a lot of this some like termites. You know what I mean? In there, there's like this whole new wave of termites, and there's also what they call is it was like coffee web of some sort, and then when the coffee web gets on there, it just kills and deletes the beans, right? So they're just not. There's like a lot of there's been a lot of issues with this. So I've actually heard about this on. It was on a website. I was actually trying to buy like some sweet new fresh coffee. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, get some
So I was on a
beans and
Exactly,
shred them
yeah.
up. And yeah, for
so
sure.
you know, I got that Keurig single cup thing, so I can make my own coffee, right? So like I
Yeah.
can just buy coffee and then do my own thing, so I can just don't. Have to, but anyways, so
Perfect.
that's what exactly. So that's what I'm doing. But they actually had a little thing up there, and just saying there was some sort of storage and stuff. So it was just I've already like seen that before, and you know what I mean. Like there's not really much that you know what I mean. You can always give money, but you never like you know what I mean. But like other than that, there's nothing much you can do. But so what I saw on there is there's this company. I wish I wrote down the name of the company. That what they do is they're essentially they grew in a healthy area 100 million plants for the farmers out there that they're actually donating
Wow.
to them. So they've actually pre-grown everything, and they're donating 100 million plants to these farmers to get their farms back up and running to actually get themselves back up in there. And I thought that was so cool. I thought that was sweet. I mean,
That
really,
is really
if I
cool.
yeah, if I could find, I just seen it today. So if I can actually find that company and do that,
Yeah,
and there's a
yeah,
tweet
give 'em
or
a
something,
shout
I'll
out,
tweet
yeah.
it out. Exactly,
That's
definitely.
really
So
cool.
I think it was really sweet. It was a really cool thing to do, and not just because I'm a coffee lover. And any sort of farm, any business like that, that's sad. You know what I mean? So like anybody does anything good, but like I just happen to be, I love coffee, man. I've been drinking coffee. I mean,
Yeah.
cheers to you. You know?
All right. Trust me, I probably have about 3 cups a day. You know,
Yeah. So, but
love coffee.
I mean, let me.
I once with Folgers had like a they said it's like a manufacturer thing just because like how everything's processed, but a little piece of wood.
Little piece of wood of what?
From the plant, like it was like a little like
oh, got it.
almost
All
like
right,
mulch,
okay.
like a little piece of wood. I'm like Folgers, what's up with this? And they're like, oh, so here's like the gist, and it's not harmful, you know, blah blah. But and I was
Gotcha.
like, oh, there's a tree inside my coffee. That's interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I love coffee, so that's interesting. I'll have
Yeah.
to look into that. I did not know.
Yeah, for sure. I
that.
thought it was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've actually, so I'm gonna go back and I'll find it's just one of those ads. Once you start going through anything, I'm pretty sure it's on Snapchat. Now that I think about it, but
There is, you know, you're talking about the, you know, doing the donation thing, and
yeah,
that's like a really cool thing, man. That's just like reminds me of this company. I was gonna try to see if I could find them. They're on Twitter, and I found them. I follow a lot of like tree companies
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
You're a tree guy.
Yeah, I love trees. I do. They're just the best, you know. I'm actually looking at. I was really excited because there's this nursery that's you know not too far from us that finally released their 2021 catalog. So it's like
Oh,
over 200 pages of amazingness. So I've been going through that and like trying to think of some cool trees to buy. And but anyways, On Twitter, there's a company called like a One Tree Planet or something like that, and
Yeah.
they work with companies to basically like use some proceeds or profits or whatever, and it's basically like $1 per tree, and you pay them and they'll plant all these trees in places like reforesting the rainforest, and
Really?
they were working with Australia to replant native tree species where the fires were and everything, and I mean, they do so many amazing things. It's like I wish I was able to be like financially free to be able to go out and do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I I give money for trees and all that kind of stuff. So I know that you could always do more by giving, but I want to like physically be there and planting these trees. I think that'd just be really, really cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I just thought, that made me think, it's very cool because they'll do big donations because they're like a
Okay.
nonprofit. So like basically, if they have like a bunch of profits left over, they'll just donate to the rainforest or wherever that is
Yeah.
in need. But they put out some of the coolest tweets too, which ancient trees and the coolest trees and all these old places. I mean, it's really cool. But anyways,
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should definitely send me that link or put it in the description so that I can click on it and see
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they're
that'd
very
be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have to follow them on the Twitter.
Yeah, I follow like the
Tweet.
National Park Service, and they had some pretty fun. I thought they were funny, but funny like nice attempt at being funny park
Oh
services.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was
for sure.
ridiculous, but it was very funny. Like, good try.
Yeah.
Way to get engaged on Twitter. I'm
for sure.
following you at least.
Yes, that's true. They're trying. Do something out there, right?
Oh man. So you got anything else for us?
Well, I was going to talk about, Thunder Force and Melissa McCarthy, and, I was going to do a little bit of movie facts on these
Very
guys
cool.
a little bit. So after actually looking into Octavia Spencer, right? I said that right, correct?
Octavia Spencer, yeah.
Yeah, she's actually in quite a bit of movies that you didn't, like, you may not remember, because doesn't play huge parts in them. So when I was going through it, I'm like, get out of here. Now, the one thing that I do remember her from was,
Bad Santa.
definitely Bad Santa. Well, that was definitely, 100% that one. But it was a TV show, Malcolm in the Middle. She was actually on in Malcolm in the Middle. She was, wasn't she the wife of pretty sure she was the wife. Do you remember Hal's friend that had, I can't remember, do you remember the boy in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think it was his
Malcolm's
father's
friend.
Yeah, wasn't that his wife, I thought?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
couldn't tell you that.
I'm gonna have to look into it. But anyways, but like let me see that. Anyways, but like so I started going through it. Of movies this is just movies that I've watched that she's been in and that you don't realize, okay? So yes, Blue Streak, SWAT, Malcolm in the Middle, Dinner with the Schmucks.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll remember that one.
She's one of the schmucks.
Yeah,
I think she's like the fortune teller one
Yeah.
or something like that.
It's so funny. I mean, this is Beauty Shop. I seen it. I I'm not like pumped about that one, but I've seen that one. Okay. Of course, Bad Santa.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Ain't
then
gonna poop right for a week. No
dude-
way, not with your kinky ass. Last time I was with you, I didn't poop right for a week.
That's so funny.
What a quote.
There was a quote. That was a quote. Doolittle,
Okay.
the one with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, the new one.
That one.
Oof.
Yeah.
She's in a movie called Ma.
Yes, that one. But see, I had not seen that one. So
That's
I
a
did
horror
see it.
movie. I would like to watch that one someday.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm down. What was the other one? Did I pass it? Hold on. Oh, Spider-Man. She was in Spider-Man, the original, the one with
Toby?
Oh yeah, Toby. Hold up.
Toby?
Yeah, let me tell you who the one she's in. No, let's see here. Oh yeah, she was just played a small character. She was a check-in girl. And
Got it.
Yeah, so I remember. I just remember she just has one of those faces that you just recognize. You know what I mean? Like once you start thinking about it, but just going through her list was impressive.
Yeah, she's got a long.
I mean,
list.
she's in a lot of movies. You know, I mean, and she just did fantastic. I mean, she really did. I mean, Coach Carter was another one that she was in.
Coach Carter.
I think she was a principal in that one. I'm pretty sure. Did you ever watch The Shape of Water?
Yes, that's right. She's in that movie.
Yeah, she's in that one
Dude,
too.
that's a good movie. Actually, I think it won
See,
Best Picture or something. But
did it?
dude, that's a really good movie. That's Guillermo del Toro, which Guillermo del Toro is, Papa McPoyle.
What?
This big time director. Yeah.
Wow, that's funny. Did you ever see the movie Gifted?
Gifted. That sounds
with,
familiar, but I don't think so.
Hold on a second. It's has Chris Evans, McKenna Grace. For some reason I think I've either read about it or something. I did something. I don't remember, but I remember seeing something about that movie. But then are you talking about Get Home Safe, Ma? Is that the one you're talking about?
I thought it was just called Ma.
Oh no, it is just called Ma. But for some reason on the cover it says "Get Home Safe, Ma." I've never even. She had a busy 2019, 2020, and 2021 so far, man.
Yeah,
she's been hitting a lot of
slamming
movies, man. Yeah, I mean, I still didn't like Onward, the voiceover. She did that one.
Oh,
The kid
Onward!
movie.
That movie was awesome. I really liked that
so,
one.
I mean, I just never watched it, so I didn't say anything. But like a lot of these movies were pretty recent. Let's just say that, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's pretty impressive. And then Melissa McCarthy, she's been in some huge movies. Okay, The Heat. Did you like The Heat?
Yes, I did with Sandra Bullock. Yep.
Exactly. So I like The Heat. She was in Bridesmaids, which is a huge movie.
I thought she was probably the
Yes.
funniest one in that,
100%.
especially with the puppies at the end.
Oh.
Like, stealing all the puppies.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. And then one of my favorite ones that she's in, which I know that I didn't realize it got such a bad rating, but it's Identity Theft, man. I thought that movie was hilarious. I think that might have been like when I first realized like 100% who she was. I didn't watch Bridesmaids when it first came out, to be honest. I didn't see it.
But she
right
didn't
away.
have like too big of a role in that either.
Yeah, but she was still funny though.
Oh, yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing her in it. You know what I mean? But when I saw Identity Theft, I was like, she made me laugh a lot. Stomach hurting laughing sometimes because it's one of those surprise actresses that you just don't. You know what I mean? You don't know much about. This is her breakout movie to me, at least for me. That's the way I felt about it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But then you got to think about she was in Ghostbusters. This is 40 with you know who this is 40.
She was with Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann.
Is it Leslie Mann? I'm looking real quick. Hold on.
That's
Yes, Leslie
interesting.
Mann. Yep. And Megan Fox is in that one. That was a pretty big movie. And then this is what blew my mind. I'm gonna save this one for last. So I don't know if you've seen this. So guess what movie she's gonna be in coming up soon. You may already know it, but do you know?
Guess what movie she's gonna be in coming up soon?
I mean, I'm super pumped for it, but
You're super pumped for a movie that's coming out soon?
it's not coming out soon. I'm not saying coming out soon, but coming out like it's 2022 is when this movie's releasing. So if that helps you, gives you a time frame.
I don't know it. I don't know it.
Dude, the new Thor movie. She's gonna be in the new Thor, Love and Thunder. She's gonna be.
Oh,
in that
she's
movie.
gonna be in Thor: Love and
Yeah,
Thunder. Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
I don't know
That's
what she's
fun.
I play yet. It doesn't say anything, but that
sure
I was
that's-
like super pumped about. I don't know why. I just like, oh, that's hilarious because. So then, who's in? If you think about Thor, right? It's the thing to Ragnarok, and I mean, you have I mean, everybody in there. Chris Pratt. You have Karen Gillan.
Oh
you
yeah,
have pretty
dude,
much the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's
you know
gonna
what I mean?
be
So,
a very massive cast right there.
huge. So and then you add her into it too. I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
like this is gonna be awesome. So that's why I was like super pumped about the entire thing, and that's
Cool.
last
Yeah,
one that
I
wanted
didn't
to put
know
in
that.
there for
That's
sure.
really cool.
Yeah. So I mean, she's making her name, man. She's out there. She's big
out
time.
there.
Big time.
Catch that
So.
Thunder Force.
Yeah, for sure.
Catch it.
Watch it.
Watch it. It's actually really not even a long movie. An hour and 25 minutes.
Huh? It was easy.
Yeah. Less than 2 episodes of Leftovers. That's how all time goes now. Oh, it's only an hour? Pff. It's an episode of Leftovers. No big deal.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Just got to be as
That's
entertaining as Leftovers.
Yeah.
As for as dramatic as that show is, that definitely has some very funny moments. Anyways, I'm not going to get back onto that topic.
No. Maybe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Melissa
But one more
McCarthy
thing, you know?
was not in The Leftovers.
Can we tell you who he was though? Dude, I loved him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, that's cool. I did not know that she was going to be in that. So that's going to be a really
For
fun
sure.
movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she was in a lot of other movies too, but I mean, there's a lot to last.
Ton of movies.
Yeah, I keep feeling I'm gonna mess up her first name. Spencer. Octavia, right? Yeah, Octavia Spencer. I don't know why I feel like I'm gonna mess her up. She shocked me when I was looking her up into that, actually, with how many movies that I did not realize that she was in until you actually see it. Until once they tell you that she's in it, you think about it and you see, you see, you know what I mean? Remember, it's just she really impressed me. So did Melissa McCarthy. I'm not saying anything about her, but that was a mind blower. So
yeah, I was actually impressed. So Justin Thorough, from The Leftovers. He was the first time I really ever saw him. You remember that movie Wonderlust with Jennifer Aniston and
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why am I blanking right now?
Hold on. Wonderlust, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I
Paul
watched that a
Rudd.
lot.
Right?
It is Paul Rudd,
Yeah, for sure. Which that movie's hilarious. That's a really funny movie, but he plays this like long-haired hippie guy. And it's just so funny because he's a very funny person. Like he's very he could be very funny. And actually if you see like on a lot of like big comedies, like he's like an executive producer and a lot of stuff. And it's just so funny to go to Leftovers. He's like this most serious character ever, and you're like,
oh really?
It's really funny. But going through his IMDb was like, oh, I did not realize he was in any of this stuff, and it's such a mixed bag of comedy, drama. Dude can do it all.
That's awesome. That's
It's interesting, He was like, you don't know until you're going through IMDb, and you're like, wow. This person is a lot. Sometimes they're in like uncredited background stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like, wow.
Yeah. No, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Yeah, man. But that's all I got. So we're gonna try to watch Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat if that comes out in time. Yeah. That
If
sounds
not,
great.
we'll watch Captain. What is it again?
Fantastic.
Captain Fantastic.
Captain Fantastic. I'm watching that one regardless.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. So I'll watch. Oh, yeah. All right. So I can't fit in all this stuff. And leftovers.
I know. I just have somebody on my back about it, so I'm trying to get that one done too. Okay. So, if you can, cool. But we'll have Mortal Kombat.
All right.
We'll always have Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. If it doesn't come out like it's supposed to, I'll watch the other one. So,
all right.
We in there.
Very cool.
So.
All right, perfect. Well, then, thanks everybody for listening.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great week.
Knock it out of the park.